So recently I surprised myself with just how many strawberry fragrances I actually have. Not a crazy amount, but I guess more than I was expecting. And so today I want to go over the 8 best strawberry fragrances that I have in my collection. Most of these will be on the more affordable side. 5 of them are, and then 3 of them are designer fragrances. So let's get started. First up, we've got Nyla Sherbet. This is from Armaf Prestige. Now, what fragrance this is supposed to be inspired by is a little bit murky. Allegedly, it's inspired by Fleur, Strawberry Letter. I don't own that fragrance. I smelled it once in a, what do you call it? Like a sampler set, a discovery set, but I don't own it, so I've never really been able to compare it directly one-to-one. So no idea if it really does smell exactly like that, but as a fragrance on its own, it is awesome. I think it's not spoken about enough, and it's really nice. It's a very easy to wear musky strawberry. It opens up with strawberry, but you also get the plum in the heart of the fragrance, which adds a little bit of a deeper, slightly sweeter, richer take. So overall, the strawberry to me feels very like juicy, ripe, sweet. I think because of the addition of the plum. And then in the dry down, you're gonna get that musk and the sandalwood. So just a very easy, somewhat fresh, but still sweet strawberry plum scent to wear that I really think most people would enjoy if they were to get their nose on this one. I feel like the Nyla fragrances, because they're inspired by like the Bianco Latte, and I think one of them also smells a lot like Yara. Those ones tend to get a lot more attention, but Sherbet is definitely one to keep on your radar if you're into strawberry scents, in my opinion. Next up, we've got Cotton Blush from Armaf Prestige as well. I've actually gotten to the point where I think I like this more than the fragrance that it's inspired by, which is the Carolina Herrera Good Girl Blush. I find that this one is a bit more playful and a bit sweeter, like a lot of Middle Eastern dupes, and that's why I really do think I'm enjoying it a bit more. Very easy to wear, very fun, has like a slightly powdery sweet strawberry with, you know, additional fruits all kind of blended in there. Very pretty, very feminine, musky in a good way to me. I think because of the powderiness, I oftentimes associate powdery, like drier sheet with musk. But yeah, I think it's really nice. There's nothing bad to say about it. And I think it's one of those fragrances that as I've had it, it has, in my opinion, continued to develop over time and has gotten stronger and a little bit deeper and richer. So if you have not yet tried Armaf Sugar, do not let the packaging scare you away. I know it comes off a bit childlike, but I think it smells a lot better than how it looks. Next up, we have the fragrance that I think is probably one of the most iconic strawberry marshmallow fragrances in the world at this point. A fragrance that definitely deserves its flowers. You probably already know what I'm talking about. We are talking about Kayali's Yum Marshmallow. This was the first fragrance that I ever smelled from Kayali, and it was love at first sniff. I don't know. My husband is insane to me because he doesn't love this fragrance. He just thinks it's okay. I haven't worn it around him in a while. I should wear it again just to see if he's changed his mind, because like, how do you not like this smell? It's just the most delicious, fluffy, strawberry, a little bit of freesia, a little bit of coconut, the vanilla. It's so good. And I know so many people are so sick of this fragrance because everyone has duped it. It's kind of like Baccarat Rouge. I can't even count the amount of Yum marshmallows that still continue to be developed and released in 2026. Why they do that, I don't know. But I guess because they know that it is such a popular DNA and most likely someone's gonna buy it. So I love it. If you like a creamy, fluffy marshmallow strawberry, you've got to get your nose on Yum marshmallow. It's probably gonna be a love for you. Next up, we've got another creamy strawberry. Not as good as Yum marshmallow because it's not as marshmallowy, but it's a nice creamy strawberry that doesn't come off too like cheap smelling to me. This is another one from Armaf Prestige. This is Strawberry Tres Leches. Strawberry Tres Leches from Armaf Prestige. So this is what I would describe as a milky cream strawberry. Nothing more, nothing less. Fairly linear, but that's okay because it's kind of just staying in its lane and giving you Strawberry Tres Leches. If you want cream with strawberry, you have it here. Projection and longevity, I would say, is moderate. I think it's one of the better ones from the Armaf Prestige Sugar line. It's just very easy to like, doesn't have anything funky in there, and it's just nice. It's just a nice creamy strawberry, and for sure good to layer with other fragrances if you're looking for something in that, you know, strawberry cream world. Next, we have Yara Candy. So this one, I initially wasn't gonna get it because I was like, I don't know, what is this fragrance? But I kept hearing Steven from Adolescence talking about this fragrance and how much he loved it and how it was such a sexy fragrance and one of the best fragrances for men. So I was like, all right, I'll try it. And I can understand why it's so likable. It is, to me, just like the most fun, fruity, strawberry focused, feminine fragrance. That's all that it is. Super sweet. Whenever I smell this, I don't know if you guys have ever had this drink, but we used to buy Tropicana all the time growing up, and it reminds me so much. Like, this literally smells just like a freshly popped bottle of that Tropicana juice. So if you've ever smelled that, imagine that in a perfume, and that's Yara Candy. Super sweet, very likable. I don't know what you can say bad about this fragrance. It's just an incredibly sweet strawberry candy fragrance. I believe the note in this is strawberry fizz candy, and yeah, I think it smells just like that. Next up, we've got Armaf Odyssey Pink Pop. So I really like this fragrance, and what I think I like the most about it is that even though it is very, very sweet candy, unlike some of the other fragrances like the strawberry Leches or the Yara Candy, this one has more going on. Like, it's not just trying to stay in the fun, fruity strawberry world. It also has a good amount of florals that help to elevate the scent and make it feel a bit more serious. You still get, don't get me wrong, you still are for sure gonna get sweet, strawberry, lollipop, candy vibes, but you get that combined with this beautiful bouquet of flowers that give you a little bit of a journey to kind of go on with the fragrance and just make it a bit more interesting to me. So I really enjoy it, a really nice fragrance. Armaf does not get enough love, and I really think that this is a lovely one from them. And then in terms of the most elegant strawberry scent that I have, I would for sure say Balmain Destin. This really surprised me when I smelled it for the first time at Ulta. This is so good. And what impresses me about this scent is that it does not smell like anything that I have in my collection, and it somehow manages to make a very put together, sophisticated, strawberry, smooth, like sandalwood, creamy, beautiful fragrance. Fantastic job with this one. I love when they can make a mass appealing style of DNA, but still make it unique enough that you don't feel like you're just buying the typical like designer, you know, juice that I feel like they put in so many fragrances. That is not this one. If you've not yet smelled Balmain Destin, it is worth a sniff. It is the most elegant strawberry that I have. It is stunning. And I think that most people that have smelled this fragrance that I have heard talk about it were equally impressed by this fragrance, especially from Balmain. I just feel like it's one of their better releases that they've put out in a very long time. Next up, we've got Coach Love. So this is a rose focused fragrance, technically, I would say, but it opens up with a wild strawberry note, which helps to keep it fruity and still juicy and not too much like focused on just a rose note, which I think most people appreciate. I always say that the good thing about Coach fragrances, aside from the fact that they smell good, is that they're very good at making mass appealing DNAs that are just, for most people, safe blind buys. They're not trying to recreate the wheel. They're not trying to give you the most avant-garde, crazy, unique DNA. They're trying to give you fragrances that typically perform well, are relatively affordable, and have nice smells that if someone walks past you, they're just gonna think you smell nice. Like, you don't need to overthink it. That's what Coach Love is. I cannot tell you the amount of people in my TikTok lives who love Coach Love. One of the best sellers for sure, and it's just very likable. You get, again, the wild strawberry, the rose in the heart. The rose is not done too strongly. It's a more modern rose, and then you get a little bit of, I wanna say cedar in the base if I'm not mistaken. Lovely fragrance. So let me know, guys, which of these have you tried before? What are some of your favorite strawberry fragrances in your collection? And I'll see you guys back tomorrow for our next episode.